what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And with this one right here, guys, we're talking BEL-AIR on Peacock, Season 1, Episode 7, titled Payback's a Bitch. Will and Carlton throw a house party at the Banks mansion. When Phil unexpectedly shows up at Viv's art event, their relationship is shaken by a lack of trust. Hilary stands up to Kylo after he posts a video of her without consent. And guys, I just want to let you know that this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap. I'm going to spoil this episode up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. You have been warned. And that last thing that I just read, Hilary, come on now. You got to read the contract. You got to know that everything's going to be recorded and used. You got to use your brain. I know you're smart, but I don't want to jump too far ahead. We're going to talk about this. But guys, we have another great episode on our hand on Peacock with this BEL-AIR Season 1. I'm absolutely loving this show. And please let me know what you think down below as well. What you think about the show, your likes, your dislikes, and also what you think about my reactions, my recap reviews, and also how I'm formatting my videos, because as you see, I'm doing a little something different than I did last time. And so let me know respectfully in the comment section what works for you best. And guys, I just want to have to say that I am feeling the show, but I am going to be a bit more critical as each episode progresses on, just with things that may rub me the wrong way, and of course all the tidbits and nitty-gritty that I do like. And one of the things, well, I'll say this first, is we got a great episode last time with Carlton in his room, in his bedroom, tripping balls, sniffing cocaine, sniffing Xanax, or whatever it was. I love the way that Will came through as a family man, as a brother from another mother, as a cousin, and was just really shooting it to Carlton straight, like, hey, man, you tripping, okay? Because if you really cared about Lisa, you wouldn't be up here hating. He didn't say that part. I just threw that in there. You would be down there supporting her instead of being up here in your room and getting all effed up. But then he completely changed his demeanor around when he saw that Carlton was going through it, breaking down, and he was like, whoa, okay, Carlton, let's calm down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Here, cry on my shoulder. I love that right there. I thought that was perfect from Jabari James. I mean, he's the actor playing Will Smith, or, you know, y'all get what I'm trying to say. But I love that. That was great between their relationship. And I could not wait to see what was going to happen next between Will and Carlton. Now, one of the criticisms that I'll say about the show so far, and if you disagree, just please let me know, because it's all subjective. I don't really feel like they follow up with stories that they left off from previous episodes. What do I mean by that? I believe at the end of episode 2, when we found out that Rashad didn't die, and we speculated that it was Jeffrey. I mean, he said that he got shot up at a strip club, and Will really didn't even ask that many pointing questions. I mean, I know that he was going through it and kind of confused, and maybe he wanted to ask and just was afraid of the truth or something like that. But I kind of wish they would have followed it up, and hopefully they do kind of circle back around. I believe we're getting 10 episodes this season. If I am incorrect, please let me know. But that is just something that I'm very, very curious about as, you know, we're watching the show. And another thing, remember when Connor put the drugs in Will's backpack? I kind of wanted them to follow up with that. I mean, even more, as soon as it was done, it was just like, okay, let's move on to the next thing. And here's another thing in this episode, going from 6 to 7. First of all, like I said, it was a great episode, number 6. And they don't necessarily have to make Carlton the villain out each episode, like each time. You know, he can be a good guy. He wasn't always the bad guy in the original show. And I like in this episode, you know, Will is throwing a party for Carlton, trying to create a new version of Carlton, you know, get him over to the light side instead of the dark side. I'm just joking. And that's great that they have that bond, that camaraderie. But at the same time, I wanted them to follow up on Carlton's drug use, because we saw in the last episode, we saw Vivian. She knows what's going on. She knows what's up, because when Will said, hey, when Will said Carlton cannot be down here because he's upstairs, he has to take a nap. We saw on Vivian's face, she was like, oh, dang, he's sniffing the cocaine again. He's sniffing the Xanax. Ashley, why don't you go check on your brother? You know, she did say that, so I'm pretty sure that she knows what's going on. So I'm just kind of like baffled and dumbfounded right now on like why we're not following up on that. Again, I do hope that they circle back around to that, because it is something that I do want to see. And when, you know, Carlton is taken into the head like that, That's just nothing that you can sweep on the rug. I mean, that's obvious, but I kind of want to get the show to address that more, but I could be wrong. Y'all let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Now, another thing that we got towards the end of last episode was Will and Lisa making out, kissing, smooching, and all that. Boo! That sucks. This relationship is gross. I don't like it. I don't even see how you can still be attracted to somebody that your family member dated. It's just like, with me, it's just like an automatic turn off or something like that. Like, I don't know. That's just me. But that's how this relationship, or not the relationship, that's how this episode starts off. Lisa is in the car with her white supremacist daddy, Fred. You know, maybe that was a bit much, but he's no good because he cheated on her mother, and I don't like that at all. And we got the same thing going on with Will. And I was just saying to myself, y'all doing this right here, all this is going to do is make them want to date each other more. They're just going to be sneaking around. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're in the auditorium smooching and kissing and stuff like this. And I'm just like, oh my God, I don't want to see this crap. Get it out of here. I don't like this relationship. Why don't we just get Lisa to date somebody else? Go ahead and bring Jackie in from the original show. That was Tyra Banks. I forgot when I brought that up in episodes 1 or 2. I forgot that it was Tyra Banks. Everybody would let me know in the comment section. Like, oh yeah, B, remember, you know, Jackie, she was Tyra Banks from the original. I was like, man, oh yeah. So I really wonder if Jackie's gonna come in. I hope she wants to come in now, because I don't want to see Will and Lisa together. I just think that's wrong. I think it's gross. I just think it's shady. And of course, we're going to talk about what happened later on. But I was not feeling the beginning of this episode. I was like, boo, this is gross. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Now, we got to give it up to Hilary. She's doing her thing in the influencer house, but she's doing the wrong thing and getting the wrong type of attention. She is getting this thirsty chef thing that Carlo posted online. And Hilary, ma'am, like I said earlier, you got to use your brain. You got to use your noggin. Your friend over here trying to tell you what the deal is, and you freaking out. Like, Hilary, like, come on now. Why would you do this? Why? Now, you look good in the lingerie. I'm not going to say that. But why would you record it and not think that it was going to be used? Like, well, I'm just going to record it and I'll post it later. Like, did you not read the contract? Why? I mean, you're giving Uncle Phil, your dad, and Aunt Vivian, your mom, ammunition for them to say that they was right and that you was wrong, that you're not necessarily ready to move out the, well, I don't want to say ready to move out the house. I mean, you got to figure out some stuff on your own, but you just don't have it all figured out, okay? You haven't crossed all your T's and you haven't dotted all your I's, because you're going to move. I mean, dang, like, I mean, when every time I move, renew my lease in my townhome, my apartment or whatever, I look at the lease and make sure they didn't sneak nothing in there. Come on now, Hilary. I remember, like, I'm just saying, I had braces a long time ago. And I think that was the first time I learned about a contract, because I think I was in the 3rd grade, and I was like, anyway, why are we talking about braces? I'm the only one here. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. Read the contract, Hilary. You're frustrating me because you're not reading the contract, and then you got yourself in the pickle with pink sexy lingerie on, looking good, but you're not getting the attention that you want. So that was kind of messed up to me right there. But hey, you know, you got to live and you learn, and you learn and you live. But we got your boy, well, not your boy, Aunt Vivian in here. You know, he's Uncle Phil is trying to get his political numbers up. And Dwayne Martin is in this scene as well. And he's annoying. Why would you? I don't know. If I was Uncle Phil, I would have had to have a conversation with Dwayne. Like, I know that's not his real name, or that's his real name in real life, but not in the show. Like, hey, bro, what are you doing? Why would you say that in front of my wife? He gonna just let it bomb and be like, let me go check my emails. Tell me, should we give my money back? Let me go check my emails. I'm like, dude, come on now. You don't got no type of bro code or nothing. Now, Philip, you was kind of being brain dead too, right here. Just like, well, I just kind of figured it was my account. It would be, what? Who? I mean, I'm not even married, and I know that you don't use that type of language in the marriage. I mean, come on, and y'all not even new to man. I can't even talk man. Y'all been married at least 20 years, maybe 25. How old is Hillary? Hillary is maybe 19, 20, 21. I think she's 24, 25 in real life, but I think she's been out of school for a few years. So we're just gonna say 2021. If she's older than that, let me know. So my point is, Phil, you know better than that. And even Dwayne said it too, like, hey, bro, you're just gonna, you know, just say that it's my account and just leave it at that. Not smart at all. Philip Banks is not smart at all, man. But hey, it's all good. Hopefully you'll figure it out because you kind of did bag right here. But hey, you got you're not perfect, Phil. You're passive. You got a lot of stuff going on, but you're not perfect. Now we got to talk about this right here. Carlton got all this built up anger inside of him, and I don't blame him. The boy Connor is racist as hell. Now we remember in episodes 1 or 2 where they was in the locker room and he danced and letting the white boys say the N-word. Will came over and checked him up. And I like how Carlton responded here as well. At the same time, this scene does not make any sense to me. Now, Connor is racist, talking about, hey, they can't take lacrosse away from us. This is the only sport that we can keep for ourselves. And I think this is the exact shot right here. And that's messed up. Rightfully so. Carlton should get upset. But Carlton, if you're going to go deck somebody, can you please make it not so obvious? I mean, this dude ran up to him. I mean, the pass was bad after he got called out or whatever. And he's like, I got you, biatch. And just knocks the hell out of him, takes the strap off, and just throws the helmet down like, I don't give a damn. I'm just going to walk off. And dude like, oh, my wrist. Oh, my God, I'm hurt. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is Carlton not expelled? Why isn't everybody saw him do it? It was intentional. Then he cussed him out. You know what I'm saying? And then he didn't even apologize. I mean, I'm not saying that I kind of deserved that he should, but I'm like, damn, like, I don't know. Why did everybody just pretend like, I mean, they didn't pretend like he didn't do it, but he didn't get in trouble for it. When is that going? He didn't get suspended. He didn't get expelled. He didn't go to the principal's office. He didn't get a detention. He didn't have to write sentences on the chalkboard, nothing. He just gets to blast somebody and throw his equipment down and be like, bitch, what? And walk away. And I'm like, okay, like, I'm pretty sure Carlton gonna be thrown out of jail, thrown out of school, but that don't happen later. So I don't know about that, y'all. I mean, I'm glad that Carlton came and knocked his block off, but at the same time, I kind of wanted a more realistic reaction, from the administration, from the staff, but we're just not getting it right here. Now, earlier on, this is what I was talking about between Will and Carlton. I love that they're getting along now. And I love that Will is just trying to come through for his cousin and be like, hey, bro, it's all good. I'm going to try to help you out. We're going to reinvent your name. Carter's like, but how many people is going to be? Because I told my mom it was going to be an exclusive VIP list. He didn't say VIP. I just kind of wanted to throw that in there. But Will's like, bro, Carlton, relax, man. I got you, man. I got you. And it ended up being a nice party. But I love the relationship between these two right here. I mean, this is perfect. They both can learn from each other because they're from the same family, but they're both from different walks of life. Of course, Will is from the hood. We know this. And then Carlton is from the rich and privileged. And they, I can't remember exactly what episode. And I can't remember if it was Ashley or Hilary. And we didn't even really get Ashley in this episode. What's up with that? But I think it was Hilary was like, hey, man, you can learn from Carlton. He can teach you how to move around, in this space that is dominated by people that don't look like us. You got to suck up and kiss their ass. But, you do want to navigate and be able to move around unnoticed as much as you can to reap the most benefit for you. And that's just, that's just kind of what I see between these two when I see them bonded. And, Carlton, and Will can teach, of course, Carlton the street smarts and stuff like that. But I like this right here. And I'm glad that, I mean, I wanted to see the more of the drug use and just kind of how they're following up with that, but I do like this relationship between them two. I think this is dope as hell. But now we got the sexy chef, the thirsty chef right here. And Hilary, again, it's just really frustrating. You got your mama seeing all this right now. She frustrated as hell. I got to say, I like the drip right here. It's pretty dope. But, ma'am, and why would you do this? You're gonna put the whipped cream on your titty and rub it off like this. And like, I mean, I don't look, this is my thing right here. And women, please don't rip me up in the comment section. Because at one point the woman was like, hey, don't shame sex workers. I'm not trying to shame nobody, but and I really have to be careful in how I say this. Look, if women want to show their bodies online, that's your prerogative. Do whatever you want to do. It is your body, it is your life, whatever. But if you do that, you have to remember that this online profile of yours may be the first impression that you give somebody. And first impressions are everything, whether they're good or they're bad. So yeah, if you want to be sexual liberating, hey, be that. But if that's all you want to be viewed as, I mean, I'm just saying, if a woman is online shaking her ass, I'm not gonna disrespect her. No, you should never disrespect a woman, period. No, for no reason. But if I just see a woman just shaking her ass out down line, am I wrong because all I want from her is for her to shake her ass for me? Or some type of sexual pleasure. I mean, I'm just saying. Now, I'm not gonna disrespect her. I'm not gonna come up to her and be like, hey, bitch, I love the way you shake that ass. Why don't you come over here and drop it, and grab on her? I'm not. No, I'm not gonna. You never disrespect a woman, but you can make a pass to somebody respectfully. That's what game is. That's what courting is. That's how knowing how to talk to a woman or whatever you're into. So, hey, I mean, if you want to do that, but I'm just saying, first impressions, anything. But man, let me go ahead and get my umbrella and block all the tomatoes that y'all are throwing at me right now in the comment section. But hey, that's just my 2 cents right here. But I will say that I love the mother and daughter relationship and dynamic between Hilary and Viv, because it is great that she has Uncle Phil to come and save the day. Everybody wants a nice savior, a safety net cushion, a father, mother, or they're supposed to be there for their child, not save them all the time, because you gotta, I forgot the saying or whatever, to teach them about the stove is hot or whatever, and they won't touch it no more. I now rip that to shreds right there, so don't rip me to shreds too much to comment. But people got to learn on their own. But I like how she said, hey, your daddy gonna come through with the cape, but saving yourself, that's priceless. And that's true. That is so true. I mean, that's just some real ass stuff right there. And I like that they're having this conversation right here. I mean, I just think that's wonderful. And I agree with this 100%. It's nice to get help every once in a while, but try to do it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to get a press contact, I may try to do it by myself. I'll get an interview or a review early. I'm always going to try to do it by myself first, but then I may reach out to Sharronda, shout out Payway, or Eman, or whatever. Hey, man, you got a contact for this. I'm not just going to mooch off them. I mean, if you pass the test because you studied, that's great. I've made enough examples. Y'all know what I'm trying to talk about. It's nice to have a safety net, but sometimes, saving yourself is even better. Now, Phil, he's crazy, but and I'm not mad at Aunt Vivian for doing this right here. She being a little petty, but I don't blame her. She's like, I am going to go to the San Diego Modern Art Gallery. Oh, were you going to tell me? Oh no, I wasn't going to tell you. I just made the plans, and I was just going to go, and you was going to find out later because Carlton and Will are having a party. They're going to have a few people over, and I think you can handle it. And she's like, I'm just doing this for myself. And he's just like, I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so sorry. That's actually a picture of him and Jeffrey when I'm talking about that. But he's like, I'm so sorry. And Vivian, she just goes off and do her thing. And I'm just like, when I'm watching, I'm like, oh man, Reed gonna come back into the picture. We knew he was gonna be there, but she gonna feel neglected. And Reed gonna come through, yes, baby. And look at my eyes, blink, 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 evocative. I can stare at your paintings for hours. Oh, my husband is not there for me, but you are, Reed. Here's my vagina. I was okay. That's a big reach, but I'm like, this is where we're going. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, oh man, here we go. But we got Captain 007 agent over here, Jeffrey, like, yes, with my clean ass suit on and my legs crossed and my nails are done. And I'm not clowning, I'm looking clean as hell. And I want to let you know, Philip, I know that you trust your wife, but Reed Thompson is somebody that you can't trust. Here's the folder. Look at all the notes. I did my homework for you. I feel like, oh, well, yeah, Google page 1. Oh, yes, Google page 2. Oh, Betty Boo, Betty Bop. You know what I'm saying? He was doing all the Googling, or that's how Reed put it. And we're going to see how that played out later. Nice little shot right here of the transitioning in the scenes. I love that right there. And Vivian Banks, look at them earrings. Look at that dress. Look at them lips. Look at the makeup. Just look at her. Oh man, I need a Vivian Banks in my life. You know what I'm saying? She is fine. She is fine. She is fine as wine. How does Cassandra Freeman? Let's take a break real quick and check out the IMDb, the Internet Movie Database. How does this woman right here, representing the crack, black don't crack, 1978. So that would make her, and I can't do math right now, so I'm gonna have to pull out my calculator. Okay, we got 2022 minus 1978, and no, I don't feel like doing it in my head. She is 44 years of gorgeous. Yes, 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 ma'am. You are doing the darn thing, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at the hair again too. This looks wonderful. You know, should I zoom in just a little bit? Yeah, this. Oh God, Vivian Banks. I need you in my life, Vivian Banks. I need you in my life. But yes, she's there and looking good and just peeping the scene. And your boy Reed want to get a haircut. Huh? What happened to the fro, bruh? You're trying to clean it up for Vivian? Why don't you tend to all those women over there laughing at your corny jokes and leave Vivian alone? Okay. Why don't you tend to them? But they talking, Vivian looking good and all this right here. And y'all, this is funny. I mean, yeah, again, I'm just talking about how much she's wearing this dress right here, but Reed, I'm getting all these images with the eyes shut and all that, but that's okay. But we're gonna come back to this right here and go to this party. Now, I will say this. I like both of these outfits. I said to myself, damn, I would wear both of these. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a hat guy, but I like the way the wheel is wearing. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Brandon, it's not a big deal. This is a jacket and a hat. Hey, man, I like it. And I wanted to get the image. And I also will wear what Carlton has on too. Do y'all like the outfits? Y'all tell me, whose outfit are you rocking more? Carlton's sweater, vest, shirt, t-shirt thing here, or Will's jacket and hat? Again, it may not be a big deal to you. You're like, it's just some clothes, B. But hey, I liked it. But we're at the party. We're at the party, and Will is over here talking about, yeah, throw your cups in the air. And I'm like, wait a minute, ain't that what they got in there? Fruit punch and Kool-Aid and stuff, I doubt that they got alcohol, but hey, you never know. But Carlton over there, like, yeah, let's tear it up. Let's tear it up. And he even realized that, yeah, that was pretty corny or whatever. Look at this. Why you look so mad? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he told me, let's tear it up, and so I wish I had a backyard. Look at guys, just look at the backyard. The backyard, the whole green, the green grass part is bigger than the whole place where I'm living at now. You know what I'm saying? Being in most people's houses, that's just crazy. This dude's a rich. But anyway, let's get back to Miss Vivian Banks right here with that golden smile. And she looking like, what the hell is this? I'm Philip Banks to save the day. And she is not happy. Look at that face. I'm like, bruh, like, how do y'all feel about this? I mean, hey, I don't know. I'm not mad at him for showing up. He can show up if he wants to. I just think that's funny as hell that he just gonna pop up like this. And Vivian is not happy at all. Look at that face. Reed taking that nervous sip, like, oh gosh, what do I do now? I take a sip of the champagne? This is awkward, but it is what it is. But I'm not mad at him for showing up and doing what he's doing. But we got your boy Jazz right here popping up too. Y'all check out that piece and chain that what is that medallion he got on? And I like the shirt he got on. That's still 90s to me. What y'all think? I wouldn't rock it, but that's still 90s to me. And Hilary looking good, man. Hilary's wardrobe is just fantastic, And guys, I'm loving this right here. He calling her out on the thirsty chef. Now, what's great about seeing them two together is, of course, in the original show, Hilary wasn't trying to give Jazz no play at all. But in this right here, there's an instant bomb. There's an instant chemistry in between these characters. And I'm so happy to see this, because I wanted to pop off. I want to see this go into fruition right here. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just, I was really happy seeing them get together right here and just seeing Jazz check her out like that. That's quite nice. It's 99.9% of guys do this. Just let you know. And also women do the same thing too. So do not let them fool you, but guys, Philip, now, bruh, what is going on, man? You came through. Like Captain Save him, you pissed your wife off like 11 times at this point in the episode, right? And then you apologize and save the day. And she forgives you. And Reed comes over. And you just got to be petty man 9,000 and rub it in. So I've been Googling you. Of course, he didn't say that. But, he was just talking trash about him. And I'm just like, your foot is in your mouth again. I'm like, you just ruined it, bro. Why are you going? I mean, at the very beginning, when you was talking to your wife, she was like, this is very important to me, don't mess this up. And he was like, I'm not gonna do that. And then he messes it up because he want to play Google and stuff, and have, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Jeffrey, had him do the research and all that. And I'm just like, that's just, come on, worst timing right here. You was already winning. You should have just played it cool, but you want to be petty man 9,000. And so that kind of bit you, in the rear end right there. Now, again, this house is ridiculous, but look at them up there not giving a crap. And I'm just like, man, this relationship sucks. I hate y'all. Well, that's a strong word right there, but just like, where's Carlton? Will is doing good, trying to play matchmaker with Miss Aisha right here. Now, she didn't have to say, now Carlton just revealed that he is not able to handle the truth. Okay, because people are tell me the truth. But if you can't handle the truth, like no. But he can't handle the truth because Aisha's trying to let him know, like, hey, you're not as bad as your rap. I thought you was a sellout. Now, the thing about this is, to all my Oreos out there, all my black people on the outside, white people on the inside, I say that as a joke. Relax, calm down. Okay. All it means is saying you black on the outside and that you're not, it's not saying that you're not black. It's just saying that you don't have the interest of majority of what black people have. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Because later on in this episode, when Carlton checks Connor, I love that. He was like, man, chill out. First of all, when Connor came, he was like, man, Connor, what the fuck are you doing here? I just like him like that. He wasn't like, hey, Connor. No, he was like, what the F are you doing here? So I respect Carlton for that right there. That's what's up. He got sick of the racism, the bigotry, the white supremacy, the bullying, all that. And he said, cut it out. Now, when he did that, we saw that Aisha kind of gave him the nod of respect, like, that's what's up. And when she says sellout, if you're a black person and somebody calls you that doesn't mean that they're calling you a sellout because you don't have the same interest as majority of black people. It means that whether you would abandon your race or not, whether you would stand up for your own people or not. Carlton did that here, so he's not a sellout. So it is okay that he likes this type of music, that he likes this type of clothes, that he likes lacrosse. But typically black people like football and basketball and track, and we like all sports for the most part. We pretty amazing. We can do everything, but lacrosse is not typically a predominantly black sport, and that's perfectly fine. You can have all of those differences and be an offshoot and still be down and still be black and still be different. Nah, but if you're gonna abandon your people and not stand up for your people, that's what makes you a sellout, not your interests, whether you're down for your people. So I just wanted to clear that up right there, just in case anybody is going through that, in the comment section. But he did not handle the news well, and that's unfortunate. Now, and I really want to hear from all of the married couples in the chat right now. I want to know how y'all felt about this scene between Vivian and Philip, because they have this thing right here called radical honesty, and I love it. I love it. They've been married for decades, at least 2, maybe 3. And of course, married is not easy. And I just know I'm not married, but I just know my parents have been married 42 years, and I'm always asking older married couples questions like 35 years and more. I don't ask them questions, but get all in their business. But when opportunity provides itself, I try to take advantage of it just to soak in as much information as I can. And the reason I want to hear from married couples, I want to hear from everybody, but I want to hear from you guys especially because I want to know how real or realistic these conversations are between Vivian and Philip. I love them. I think these are perfect. I'm sorry, I'm pulling up the wrong images, but I just think this is dope right here. But we're going to come back to that. But we could talk about something a little more that's juicy right here. Guys, it's popping off into fruition, baby. Jazz is sitting down. Hilary is walking around talking about, hey, the upstairs is off limits. If you want to have sex, do it in your car. She's trying to go in here with Jazz and have some quiet alone time. Hey, get out of here. The audacity. He's like, yeah, people just come in and making themselves at home, And why are these pictures out of order? I'm so sorry, guys. And she just sits down, and I have to say, y'all, I like the way she sat down right here. They are into each other, and I was over here like, yes, yes, yes. And then when she sat in right here, he leaned up just a little bit, and then she just gonna scooch in just a little bit more. I was feeling the scooch in, you know what I'm saying? She was just like, yes, it's about to happen. Yes. So, all right, I'm ready. You can have it. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm just talking about kissing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to have sex this early in the game. I mean, whatever, but I'm just saying, but I was feeling the scooch in. You know, he's sitting down, and then and he was like, "This office is not even sexy." And I'm like, "Yeah." And then they got the scooch in, and then bam, yes, yes, yes. They are getting it on. They are locking lips, and I am loving it, and I'm loving it, and I am loving it. And she got the nails out and all that stuff. And then the phone goes. I feel like, baby, please, man. Do we gotta answer the phone right now? Just say you in the bathroom, door number 2. No, that's gross. I'm messing up the moment. But she gets the news where Carlo is, and they have to hightail it out of there. They do. And we're gonna talk about that in a second. But man, we gotta talk. I mean, this was a perfect scene right here between them two. They're not screaming at each other, they're not yelling, but they are frustrated, and she is letting him know how she feels. And the thing is, it's like, man, I feel sorry for Philip, because I mean, let me just try to think about this here just a little bit. Is there anybody to blame? Can we say that this is Vivian's fault because she did not communicate more 15 years ago? But I don't want to just point the finger at her, because Philip said himself, like, man, I thought I was making it easier for you, that you don't have to work or do this. You don't gotta lift the finger. You don't gotta. He said something about a dime or something like that. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he thought he was making life easier, and he was trying to, but in a way, he made it worse. But I do like the fact that he was like, okay, I'm listening, and I like the fact that he was like, okay, tell me what I should have did different. And she told him. And then he didn't even respond. He was just like, okay, I'm still listening. I like that right there. I like that. I like that. Communication is key. And I gotta hear from people in my relationships. I gotta hear from married couples, because I just thought this was a wonderful dynamic between them, you know. And so we got Carlton right here crying. I just talked about this earlier. We all don't know what to do. And yeah, here we go right here. Now I gotta say, I was really mad at Hilary in this scene right here. I don't like Mr. Yo, man. You get the hell out of here with all your garbage. I don't like you. But I think that Hilary was wrong for what she did. She asked Jazz to come. He came. She had his back, and she was all gung-ho about how wrong. But when she heard that, I mean, I'm not mad at her for saying 15,000 per post, and she's young, and that's a lot. And Kyla wanted her to do something every day. So I'm just trying to see 15,000. Let's just say she posts 5 times a week. That's $75,000 a week. Damn. And if you're doing every day, that's 105. I mean, I'm gonna be realistic. I don't think that's a lot. She gonna be posting Victoria's Secret every day. But the way she abandoned Jazz like that was messed up. He was throwing all types of shade at her way when she came back, and I don't blame him. That's just messed up. I don't like her for that. And so y'all let me know if you agree or disagree in the comment section. Now Will out here, he don't know what to do with Carlton and Lisa, just like I just don't like seeing them together. And you're getting texts and stuff like, in the game room, where are you? And yeah, this right here made me want to cry. I did not want to see them in here. I did not want to see them having sex at all. But this is what I spoke of earlier. Carlton, he stood up to Connor, and I like it. I would have been mad at the Asian dude back there inviting them or whatever, but this is dope right here, and this is gross. This is a dope scene. This is a gross scene. Dope scene and gross scene right here. Lisa, keep your clothes on, okay? We don't want to see a teenage breast and all that stuff. And again, I do not blame Jazz for this. I was happy, but I was like, dang, they popping it off, but in the same episode they beefing, they butting their heads. Like, no, I want them to be together. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that too. But guys, we at the end right here, other party, and Carlton is going around looking for Will. And I'm just like, oh my God, please do not walk in on them having sex. That would be horrible. I couldn't take it. My anxiety was kicking up right there. I was just like, that's gonna be just too much. This is gonna be too much. Carter gonna lose his damn mind. Y'all remember I was in, he gonna snip up all the drugs. All of them. And if he would have walked in. But the cops come and raise the party because Connor is a bitch. He is, and I don't like him. And Carter is get another sense of racism right here, to where the cops just assume that that's not his party. You know, that like, just man, this black guy, this is his party. I mean, this is his house. No, remember in the original show with Alfonso, he was like, Dad, Will was in the wrong neighborhood, or Will was in the wrong neighborhood going slow. I would have pulled up, you know, the same thing right here. We're gonna see how that plays out as well. But again, I gotta give it to stupid character Will. Why are you gonna come downstairs with your jacket off, bruh? If you're trying to be discreet, looking all guilty and stuff. And all sad. This is a mansion. Did you have to come down right after Lisa came down? Could there not have been another way for you to come down throughout the house? I mean, it's a big mansion. Could you not have jumped out the window? Could you have not just stayed in the room for 5 more minutes? But you're gonna come down like 10 seconds after her, make it obvious? I mean, and you're more concerned with the look on Carter's face than you are with the cops being there. So you look even more guilty. I'm just like, this is silly. This is silly, but hey, it is what it is. Those decisions right there were crazy to me. So Will is dumb for coming down, not fully dressed immediately and not staying in the room. I don't understand that. Lisa gonna get in trouble. Philip, he put his foot in his mouth 17 times in this episode right here. Carlton got his feelings hurt, but he stood up to Connor, and I like that. But why is he not suspended? You know, that kind of bugged me right there. It just really don't make any sense. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. Overall, the episode was still fire. It was still great, and I'm still enjoying myself. And y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section. But guys, that is just my opinion for BEL-AIR episode 7, my recap review. I will be doing the exact same thing next week for episode 8. So please stay tuned in and let me know what you think, all that good stuff, whether you agree or disagree, down in the comment section. But guys, again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery. That's just my opinion. And peace out. And I'll see you next time.